Get ready to go into overtime because we are putting in work. That's right, it's episode 23 and we do all the quests up here at Clamp, yes, Chobits and Angelic Lair, etc. No, at Camp Cloudtop. There's a lot of storyline to do and a lot of these side quests. And, you know, this guy kind of comes across as being a little weird, but he has a good heart, and I think he's really going after something here. In addition to quests, there's going to be a couple fates that I'll be getting into. I'll be speeding up through the travel and even through the fates, because while the monsters are going to be a little bit different, or it'll be interesting to see a fate in a new location, other than, say, you know, northern Thanalan. Yeah, I'm just kind of button mashing, and I don't want to bore you too much with that. You know, when I do run around here at this portion of Camp Cloudtop, it does remind me a lot of like Swiss Family Robinson or the Lost Boys residence in Hook. I don't know if any of the rest of you get that sort of impression. It's neat enough. And I get the theme that they're going for here. In fact, oh, yep, come on. Gotta get up, gotta go to work. Whoo. It is nice to see that there's a part of Ishgard that is more laid back. That's not just caught in this whole 1,000 years Dravanian war. Yeah, they're supposed to be on the lookout for it, but this isn't super claustrophobic, Gothic-inspired, military, you know, some kind of like ethnocentric / xenophobic, not even a utopia. I wish I could say so. I mean, heck, all the prior episodes we went through in the Broom and other places, they've got their problems too. I know I'm being a little bit more chatty than usual through dialogue, but you know what? This is episode 23, and I don't want to have just large periods of time of silence. You're certainly welcome to read along, and if I am being too chatty, you can mute me or just pause the video and read the text. Because there is relevant storyline, and even though we're out here at the, you know, the quiet area where they send, you know, maybe people who aren't quite the best soldiers, there's character development, there's, I mean, we've learned so much about, this one Voor Sian Siran, that he's not quite the, how to put it, the elite military commander that perhaps he thought he was back in the house when we first met him. You know, it's great world building and character fleshing out. And who knows, we might even see these characters again and again throughout the course of the game. It would seem a little odd if we just came out here once to do, you know, a couple runaround quests and that's it. Especially because, at least in 2.0, the main story quest took you through all 50 of your levels. And now we're not looking at 50 here, we're only looking at an additional 10, but in all honesty, we're not that far in. I think we've only been putting in, what, about, you know, 20 episodes, well, a little over. So, at about 15 minutes each, 4 going to an hour times 5. Yeah, we've only put in 5 hours of work. So, we've only really just hit the tip of the iceberg here. Alright, come on, motivation. Get up, get going. We're going to choose the not so common, or not the... how to put it? You know, when they give you answers in this game, one is like the obvious, I'm the good guy, this is the righteous and right thing, and the other one might be kind of weird or a little darker, or you can fill in your character's personality, supposedly, with it. I don't know if there's any lasting effects, but... B. That was a yawn out of nowhere. Haha, did that make you yawn at home? Don't you just hate it when that happens? But it's so fascinating. So anyway, you know, don't be afraid to choose the off answer. The story is still going to continue, and the NPCs might give you a little guff, or they're still gonna bring you around and say, "Oh, well, you know, I never thought about it that way. That's a valid point. By the way, here's the same thing that we're going to be doing." So, and it's a role-playing game. Okay, distractions taken care of. Now we're going to get back to business. Busy. Oh, time to run back. No, you know what? This place also kind of looks like the Ewok village. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other places that are going to come to mind, too. Heck, there's even an old pirate Lego set that was kind of a tree village or a fort like this. It even had a dock. Now that was for a pirate ship of the water. Ding ding. We will take the food, please. Nom nom nom. And it is off to the next gold and or green thing above someone's head. For those of you who have been watching at home, have you noticed anything perhaps that you didn't before when you had to be in the pilot's seat and only focus on what was in front of you? Maybe something going off on the side, or some kind of a view or a detail that you hadn't noticed before? I think it's really neat when you get to watch a Let's Play to be able to pick up on those small things that perhaps you hadn't before. And I've really been trying to consciously give you all that opportunity here by lingering in places, maybe going into first-person mode, clearing the screen for you all on occasion, and especially making sure that you have time to read. And I know that sometimes you end up playing and a Let's Play in the background is just kind of something to listen to, maybe while you're mining, or if you're just fate grinding or something. So reading isn't always the most fascinating thing to do, but if you're watching this, it is hopefully with the intention that you'll get to fill in any of the small little gaps about NPC text. Maybe you're just curious about what the side characters are thinking between missions, as I've gone out of my way to talk to them as much as possible. I may have missed someone here and there, and if I do, I apologize, but you know what? I'm only getting better. We're in episode 23, and I feel a lot more comfortable talking to you all, if my incessant talking hasn't already indicated. I feel that I'm getting better at editing this adding the neat little sound effects and music to help enhance the experience for you all, and to just convey my thoughts. You know, half the fun of this game is that we're a community. We are all in this together, and the game can present fun things, but it's so much better when you get to share it with others. And I really appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me as I go on this adventure. Oh yeah, by the way, people are talking, important main story stuff. Here we go. Alright. Choices. I think we know which one you're gonna get. Click. Yeah, that was a fate that you had already seen, even sped up. There's no need to see it again. So, we instantly teleport to the scene of the main story quest advancement for your viewing pleasure. Okay, and would you look at that? On our map, we are going to open up a brand new spot. The incredible amount of patience that it takes for me to just not want to run around and reveal everything. It is... it's trying sometimes, because I just want to... Ooh, how do I explain it? I just want to open it all up, but at the same time, if I do, you're not along for that journey. Okay, here's new fate. We're going to speed this up, and I hope you enjoy it. More experience points is never a bad thing. And seeing brand new things for the first time is also not a bad thing. I think we're going to be seeing something pretty here. Oh, would you look at that? Wow. I'm really curious as to how all this is floating up here. But all good things in time. For now, let's just soak it in. We're here. We're not falling. Let's enjoy it. And, you know, in looking at it, we're about out of time for this episode. Thanks a ton for joining me again, and I look forward to continuing our adventure in episode 24. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.